guys. My name is Kiana Brown, and I'm a 27-year-old black female from Bama, Roll Tide. And so, I just kind of like want to start my content creation journey. I want to let you guys know all about who I am, and I think a lot of people can probably relate to me and what I go through, and they can probably see the things that I've been through, and it kind of probably can help you decide on if you want to do that or not or whatever. But it's just gonna be all about me. It's just a video like me introducing myself. So, I have two kids. They both are boys. I have a 2-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. My 2-year-old, his name is Carson. I'm gonna put a picture of him right here. And right now we've been working with him, different therapies. He may possibly be on the spectrum for autism. So shout out to all my autism mommies. Y'all know how rough it is. He's like, right now he's like speech delayed. And this is my first time ever dealing with something like that. I never had like an autistic family member. I've dealt with autistic people before, but I never ever thought I would have like an autistic child, because it doesn't run in my family. As far as my husband claimed, don't run in his family. So, and then I have my 4-year-old. His name is KK. I'm gonna put a picture of him right here. He is so bad. We have like low key like a love hate relationship, but I feel like our relationship has gotten better because he has gotten older and now he's potty trained. When I tell you that boy at just every bit, I feel like his daddy's side. I don't know. So when I say his daddy side, I have two baby daddies. One from my previous relationship, obviously it didn't work out, and then my current relationship, we are married. We got married last year in September on the 24th. Happily married, great man, just a blessing. Pray for him. He came. We actually met at work. Currently work at the same place, which is the hospital. He worked in the kitchen for at least, I would say, almost 10 plus years. And then I worked on the floor as a PCA, which is like a CNA, but not certified, for at least, it's going on 7 years now. So we made it work. But we did go to high school together. We just didn't know each other, didn't talk to each other. I knew of him, saw him, thought he was a weird looking kid, thought he was a weird looking adult. But anyways, gave him a chance. I was outside, I was single. He tried to holler at me or whatever and everything. And he was actually really nice, really funny, and don't regret it. The rest is history. But yeah, so I got two baby daddies. But yeah, that's beside the point. I know y'all can relate to that. Anyway, so today I just kind of want to talk to y'all about my journey transitioning from the healthcare field to retail. Now, I know y'all probably thinking like, why would you transition from healthcare, which was the hospital, we both worked at the hospital, to retail? Hey, that seems so backwards. Like, but after careful consideration, after being in it for 7 years, I'm so glad I got the experience, because like many young women or young men that go into healthcare and they put their foot in the door by becoming like a CNA or a PCA, obviously you at least had one time you thought about you wanted to be a nurse, right? So you decided to apply for a job to be a PCA or CNA just to get the experience, right? You probably even was going to school, and that what I was doing. I wasn't in the nursing program. I did want to be a nurse, but I was going to school to first get my biology degree, and then from there I was gonna go into the nursing program or whatever program to the medical field that I wanted to do. So then, after, like I said, after careful consideration, I saw how it was like firsthand being in that position, working with nurses, working with doctors, it did not seem like a fun job. It was actually a very emotional, hard, serious job, draining, mentally draining. That's my son back there, Carson. Mentally draining, physically draining. You know, normally nurses do 12-hour shifts, so I was working 12 hours overnight, third shift. So my schedule was like 7 p to 7 a. And girl, let me tell you, after I had my second child, I was good with my first child. But after I had my second child getting off in the morning with no help, it was just me and them kids. And I'm talking about like newborn and at the time my 4-year-old was like 3 or 2.5. A mess. A mess. Tired. Couldn't go to sleep until like 11, 12 o'clock. Whenever my 2-year-old went to sleep. That's when I could finally go to sleep. My 4-year-old, he good. All I gotta do is tell him go lay down. He go back there and lay down. He room. But my 2-year-old, I really have to stay up and like kind of tire him out, feed him. That's another thing about him being like on the spectrum. He has like a food problem. He'll take a couple bites most times and then he'll just start throwing a tantrum. Like it's really hard. Like I'm talking about throwing food everywhere. And it's just crazy. So that's overwhelming. But that has been my life for the past 2 years. Now, before I met my husband, I was like a single mom by myself. It was just me and my 4-year-old. At the time, he was like 1. And it wasn't as hard as it is now. Ain't that crazy? Like, I didn't even have help then. But now that I got help, it's even harder because I'm putting more on my plate, with more kids. And then my husband, he helps, but he works day shift while I work overnight. So when he's at work, it's just me and the kids. Like, and I know y'all can relate when I say, like, when you have kids, them y'all kids. Like, people do not have to feel obligated to help you. You automatically think when you have kids that there's going to be a grandma on both sides, granddad on both sides, aunt, a cousin, an uncle, a brother to help pitch in. That's how it's supposed to be. But I just want y'all young ladies to know that is not always the case. So don't be so quick to have kids, and don't let these men tell you that when you have their kids, TT gonna help, cousin Riri gonna help, dad gonna them folks don't want to be bothered with no damn kids, especially not no autistic ones. So that's kind of what, my situation. I know I'm not the only person in the world, but it is hard, especially with what I was doing overnight. So that led me to now, which today is the day I'm gonna finally put in my 2 weeks notice at my hard ass healthcare ass job that I've been working at for like 7 fucking strong long years. I'm like, I'm so fucking excited. I finally got something light, something slight. Let me tell y'all something. If you got a husband, you earned it. You ain't gotta be out here working hard no more. Girl, what you doing? If you got a man, he's supposed to help you financially, physically, emotionally. You ain't gotta work no full-time job. I'm not working no hard-ass job no more, baby. That was my last time. Until my kids get older, I'm not working like that no more. Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. Money was good. Money was kind of long. But when it comes to my mental and my peace, it ain't worth it. I was telling one of the nurses one night, I had a super bad night. It was just me and another PCA on the floor. You can't pay me enough money to do this. Like, y'all got us going from one end to the hospital to the other end, wiping butt, just wiping it, just killing the game. Like, you can't pay me. So y'all gonna come along with me for the ride. Y'all gonna see what retail job it was, and I'm excited.